Don't pay for property training, at least until you've watched this video. Hit like and subscribe and find out what I've got to say on property training and education. Alright guys, so pretty strong headline there. Don't buy property courses, training, education, whatever it is. Now, that's not strictly true, and I don't strictly agree with all of it, but I wanted to grab your attention. So I'm going to run through 5 property training red flags. So at least if you do pay for property training or education, you know what you're looking for. Okay, red flag number 1, sky high prices. Now, I totally understand that if you're an expert, if you've got a wealth of knowledge that nobody else has got, or very few people have got, then you don't come cheap. Get it. But when you couple sky high prices in with the other 4 red flags, then you're going to understand what I'm talking about. There's a pretty well-known property mentor out there who's charging 12 grand, £12,000 for a one-to-one or even small group course. I mean, what possible value can you get for £12,000 that you're not getting elsewhere? It seems extortionate in my eyes. Call me tight, whatever. But if you're forking out 12 grand for a property course, it should be changing your life with immediate effect, because that's ludicrous. So sky high prices are 1. I'm not going to go into prices ending in a 7 or a 9 or a whatever, but look out for sky high prices, and also the free training. And once you're in, then, by the way, it only costs you another 20 grand if you want to join the full course. Bit of BS in my opinion. So, number 1, sky high prices. Number 2, no track record of property. Now this seems nuts, doesn't it? I mean, in what other sector would you have somebody who's delivering a course who has never done that course? You know, never done whatever it is they're teaching. But for some reason, in the property sector, stocks, finance, crypto, you've got so many of these guys who are running these training courses who just haven't got a track record. And it's really, really simple to uncover this, guys. All you've got to do, go on Companies House, check out the name of their company. The internet is a wonderful thing, and there is so much research that you can find just by Googling. Yeah, Googling how long their YouTube or social media channels have been going. Go into Companies House, look at what their company's been trading at. Go on the land registry, see what properties are registered under their names. If what they're saying about properties is true, it's all on there. And if you just take the time, it could save you paying the stupid figures that I mentioned in point number 1. Number 3, unrealistic earning potential. This is an absolute telltale sign that you're going to be scammed or tricked into buying a training course or buying some education that is not actually going to help you. If you're reading about property deals where you make 50% return on investment, then why are these people training these courses and not doing what they're saying? Because it's ridiculous. I was always brought up to think if it seems too good to be true, then it usually is. So just do your due diligence. If everybody else in the marketplace is talking about, 5 to 10% yield on buy-to-lets, and these property trainers or a certain property trainer might be talking about 20-25% return on investment, then just have a little word with yourself, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Have a little word with yourself and think, is this too good to be true? Also, number 4, unrealistic influencer marketing. I'm not talking about using influencers, because that's pretty commonplace and actually a really, really good way of interacting with people. But I'm not going to say his name. I went on a free webinar with this property education guy, whatever he calls himself, I'm not sure. Reckons he's got like 1,000 properties or something, I don't know. And for like the first 5 minutes, he was just stood there with a wad of cash, like a wad of like $1,000, $2,000, saying, oh, I'm going to be giving this out. Whoever's commenting the most, whoever's like putting their virtual hand up, if you like. And then just like chucking money like that. You know, like you'd see on Wolf of Wall Street, or, you know, something like a film. You know, like a Wall Street film. It's just like chucking. It's like, mate, you're from Reading. What's going on? But stuff like that has got to be ringing alarm bells. Again, go through the process. It's free to enter for that webinar in particular, I get it. So yeah, fair enough, free entry, but sky high prices on the mentorship. Oh, and it's only for a select few, by the way. No track record in property that I could find, or very limited. And unrealistic earning potential, talking about uncapped profit. Well, of course it's uncapped profit if you've got unlimited hours in the day or unlimited money in the bank. And the way that it was being marketed, just, yeah, stacks of cash, really? Who even carries that amount of cash these days? And point number 5, fake reviews. I mean, this is like just 101, isn't it? 101 BS. I've been told I'm not really supposed to be swearing on these, so I'm trying not to. But if you're looking at fake reviews on the internet, here's, again, a telltale sign. You're going on and everything's 5-star. Everything. Oh, great, loved it, changed my life, turned this around, blah, blah, blah. And even with the best people, you go on the best restaurants, the best hotels, even all their comments aren't all positive. Do you know why? Because some people are balanced and they're not always going to be positive. So if you're going on someone's training course and you've Googled them and all of the reviews are all 5-star, suspiciously good, this person is basically Jesus to them, then dig a little bit further. Now I've covered all the miserable bits and you think like, why are you moaning so much today? Let's have a look at why I think you don't have to pay for property training, certainly not when you're just getting started. And the reasons that I think that are, there are so many things that you can get for free. The amount of free online content is unbelievable from the world's wealthiest people. I'm not talking about Joe Bloggs, who's started off with no properties and now he's got 100. Yeah, and smashing it, which fair enough, they might be. I'm talking about Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, like Jeff Bezos, the people at the top of their game. They've got loads of videos, they've written books. You know, books are a fantastically underused asset in the modern age, especially now we've got Audible. You know, if you're not into reading, just download Audible. What's it cost? Like £7-8 a month? It's going to save you thousands of pounds. And you've literally got a straight line to the mind of the best people in the world, you know, in whatever field. And I'd encourage you, if you're trying to get into property, then don't just read ones from property guys. Like, again, look at finance, look at great business people. Shoe Dog by Phil Knight is a fantastic book, you know, and you're going in